Hi Pisces, welcome to your reading for March 2023. I want to say happy birthday to those celebrating their birthday. I'm doing this a little early so I can catch you on your birthday. But this is also for Pisces Sun, Moon, or Rising. Some of you are intuitively guided, which is, I feel like good news that you listen to your intuition. Or you may just be checking up on a Pisces, whatever brought you. Welcome, guys. So we're going to go ahead and get into the reading. We're going to use 3 different decks. We're going to use the Gilded Tarot for our clarifiers. We're going to use Mother Mary for our words of wisdom. We'll begin with that. And then for your spread, I chose the Light Seers. I really like that deck for you. So let's go ahead and begin. Give it a couple shuffles. Everything's pre-shuffled. And let's go ahead and begin. Pisces. Pisces, what do they need to know? Okay, well, you got a couple different cards, but we're going to take this one, which is action. Action. It makes sense because we're moving out of the Pisces into Aries energy soon, and, Aries is the seed planter. It's about the beginning of the season to plant those seeds so that we have a plentiful harvest, let's say. Action. Today, I take action related to the priorities that I have previously put off. Okay, but we are going to look at these just to see. We have self-respect. I honor and love myself through my healthful actions. Patience reminds me of temperance. I trust in divine timing and quiet. I go into peaceful silence and I listen. This is the year where this type of energy is very important. We're in the universal year 7, represented by the Chariot in the Tarot. But it is a very spiritual year, and I feel like this is a year that, listen, if we haven't learned to trust our intuition yet, this is the year it's going to teach us. So this is also a year where we are asking, is there more? Is there more out there for me? And don't feel guilty if that's what you're asking, because I feel like you're just following the flow of the universe. All right. Bring in the Light Seers. Let's give them a cut. And I am going to shuffle for your cards instead of taking off the top of the pile. I do recommend watching your sun, your moon, and your rising. Why? Well, because each represents something different. Like your sun is really what you show to the world. It's how we see you. Your moon is about your inner feelings, the inner self. So it's really important. I feel like, you don't have to, but I feel like, the more you can know about yourself, the better. Check out your life path number and your personal year number for this year. It's interesting. Many of you may not know this, but my channel got hijacked. Archangel Guidance, and my daughter was kind enough to let me move over into her channel, so that I could keep bringing you your readings. But it breaks my heart because, I did your yearly readings, your personal year readings, and as of right now, they're all lost to me. I cannot get into my account. I'm praying that I'm going to be able to. So it's been, it's been hell. All right, but this is about you, the Magician, the Manifester, your first card. Interesting, because we have action, and then we have the Magician. Beautiful energy together. All right, let's see what you're trying to manifest. Seven of Cups. Well, you're not sure. Let me bring the lid down. This is, Seven of Cups is a little bit of uncertainty. Like, which cup do I choose? Every time I choose a cup, I feel like I choose the wrong cup. This is why you really have to trust your intuition, but I feel like at the same time, you do have to choose. I guess not making a choice is a choice in its own. All right, let's keep going. Why the confusion? We have the Devil. Devil came out in reverse. Card of Capricorn. Some of you may have been tempted to some alluring type energy that may not have worked out for you. But that seems to... It feels like it's going away. And I feel like also, like if I'm making a decision here about something I want to do in my life as a magician, I feel like, any kind of dark influence that was over you feels like it's now lifted. You just have to make a decision. All right. We have the Eight of Pentacles. Some of you could certainly be relating to your creative house. 8 is about a new beginning. And the Eight of Pentacles says, if you focus upon these pentacles, if you focus in your creative house, you're going to grow it. You're going to succeed in it, but it does take your action. This is also the energy of not being afraid to walk into something like as the apprentice. It's like I learn as I go. I'll learn it as I go. We have the Four of Pentacles under the Magician. Maybe you're trying to manifest a new home. Maybe you're trying to manifest a stronger foundation for yourself. Temperance. Well, there's that divine timing. Temperance is a lesson in patience, but it's also a lesson in whatever I cannot control. I have to learn to let go of it. Or let me put it another way, it would best serve me if I could learn how to let go of it. Like, you don't have to do anything. But some of you could be a Sagittarius. Is interesting. Could be like, maybe a Capricorn is on its way out and Sagittarius potentially on its way in. Now, don't get stuck on those signs, though. We have Justice. Card of Libra. And then we have the Moon, your card. Pisces. Ruler of Cancer also, by the way. Right under that Eight of Pentacles. I feel like it feels like the universe is saying, allow yourself to have a new beginning, a new start. And I feel like I don't have a lot of time to really think about it. It feels like it's energy that wants to start moving. Justice here talks about something that was cut out of your life. Whether it be a person, whether it be some type of influence that wasn't working for you. For some of you, you may actually be in some type of law. You know what I mean? That may be what you do for a living. Helping to balance others, but first you had to find that balance within yourself. Your card is mirrored by the Four of Pentacles, so this is all about your foundation. You know, it also says don't hold on too tightly to the way things must be, must look, especially with Temperance here, because this is all about divine type energy, the divine flow. All right, let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. Well, Four of Wands, marriage cards. Some of you may have ended a marriage. It's, you know, and it doesn't have to be a marriage. It could just mean a commitment. And I feel like if you did end it, it's because it was, you know, I want to say no longer serving you, but what I mean by that is it has had its effect within your energy, within your decision making, within your ability to manifest the type of life that you want. Something may have been great in the beginning, but maybe it didn't turn out to be that way. Four of Cups right below that. Kind of doing nothing about nothing in the Four of Cups. But Mother Mary says, sweetie, I need you to take action. Allow yourself to have a new beginning, especially if it has anything related to your creative house. Some of you may be completely starting new, like starting over. And if that's the case, again, you have the energy of potential success, but it is going to take your action and your focus. However, the Eight of Pentacles being mirrored by the Magician, quite beautiful and powerful type energy if you're trying to manifest, like, you know, a new life, a new job, or you want to bring something to the world. All right, let's bring in the Gilded Tarot and let's go over this. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major arcanas out of 8 cards. The majority. And then could look back at that Four of Wands. Let's give them a cut. And let's go deeper if you dare. You know, it's interesting because a lot of people will cut a video off right here. And I always think, oh my God, we haven't even received our answers yet. But to each their own. Alright. So we're looking at the top line, but we're really looking at the whole spread. But we're starting at the Magician's energy. Okay. It's like everything wanted to come out. We have the Two of Swords. We have the Four of Wands. We have the Four of Pentacles. Interesting. Okay. We have the Eight of Swords coming over the Eight of Pentacles. And then we have the Two of Pentacles. Okay. So let's look at this. First of all, I don't love that the Two of Swords is mirrored by the Eight of Swords. So, the Eight of Swords is some type of self-created prison. Some of you, listen, I feel like you may be thinking about cutting ties with someone, and I don't know, I just feel like you don't, like your life didn't turn out the way that you had hoped, or at least the situation didn't turn out the way you hoped. And what you did is, you know, you created these walls. And these walls, like, we create them thinking that we're protecting ourselves, right? I'm protecting myself from, you know, future towers or what have you. But it's not the right way to do it, because what you want to learn, especially within this year, is I don't need to create these walls. I need to just trust my own energy for what's right for me and what's not right for me. Two of Swords over here, kind of blocking what could be a real opportunity. Now, I feel like the good news is we do move from the Two of Swords into the Two of Pentacles, and to me that's using more of the logical mind. They do call it the Juggler's card, like, you know, can I even fit this into my life at this time? And it may be something that you're doing. Listen, some of you may be working from home, and maybe you question that. Maybe you question that whole path. I feel like there's no need to question it, because especially if it feels right. So anyways, I feel like this is you moving back into your logical mind out of your fear-based mind. But let's keep going. I want to see what comes under this Four of Wands, since we have it twice. And Temperance underneath it already. So, you know, this is about divine energy within a potential relationship, let's say. Not all relationships are going to work out. But that doesn't mean that there's not one that will. All right. Let's stop talking and get the cards. We have the Eight of Pentacles again. And then we have the Hangman. Interesting. I almost feel like this energy of go, stop, go, stop, go, stop. I begin something and maybe I don't finish it. And I feel like if that's the case, it's again because of the Eight of Pentacles, or the Eight of Swords with the Two of Swords. Remember, the Magician is such strong energy. Truly the ability to manifest the type of life that you want for yourself. You know, but Temperance would say, give or let go of control, like how everything has to show up for you, and be open to surprises, right? So I feel like there is something that you're either doing or you're meant to do, or let me put it a different way, it is one of your soul's seed of intention to come into this lifetime and create something. The Hangman. Some of you may be at this very moment trying to make a choice, a decision. And, you know, I just have to say, I feel like it's whether to end a relationship or not. Now, I feel like if that's the case, the reason why potentially I would want to end it is because I feel like you aren't able to be you, like your true, authentic self. Now, if this is a relationship, can it be healed? I always think a relationship can be healed, but it will take both people. You know, if let's say the second person just, you know, can't be bothered, well then neither should you be. So some of you are questioning whether, you know, to cut ties. And there may still be like love. But in the same breath, I feel like, in a way, I feel like it's kind of robbed you of your gifts. Now, that doesn't mean you can't reclaim them. You can. All right, let's keep going. Well, hello, Knight of Cups. Unexpected love. I can't plan for it. Well, Let me take that back. I can plan for it. And one of the ways I can plan for it is by raising my own vibration. You know, this Eight of Swords with the Knight of Cups, probably wouldn't be as fulfilling as it could be. Coming right over your card, so it's meant for you. Some of you may be in a relationship where truly I feel like, you know, like you are stifled, and maybe enough is enough, right? Maybe enough is enough. But maybe in the same breath you're like, but what if I never find that this type of commitment, like what, you know, the Knight of Cups to tell us different though. Let's follow this Knight. Let's go right underneath there. Let's follow the Knight. We have the Death card. First of all, card of Scorpio. This is about endings. But so a rebirth can take place. Not just like an ending. You know, like I close this door doesn't mean that's it. It's over. I got nothing left. This is about a rebirth. You know, certain doors need to be closed for other doors to open. I just feel like I have somebody here who is torn about a current relationship that feels like potentially is causing more angst than anything. And in the same breath, I feel like, in a way, I feel like it has robbed your gifts. But, you know, that's temporary because you can always reclaim them. It just means I haven't moved into an area that maybe I dreamt of. All right, we have the Three of Swords. So someone broke your heart. It's interesting. It does feel like someone broke your heart, but at the same time, I feel like someone may be like, it's almost like you're writing your story. Well, hello, Ten of Pentacles. Wow. House of Abundance. Interesting that we have the Eight of Pentacles twice. And again, it could be me starting something new, you know, and I feel like the real message within the Eight of Pentacles is don't think you need to know everything before you begin, let's say, a project or an adventure or a new avenue in your life, because this is truly the energy of learning as you go, learning as you grow. Not just that, but from the Eight of Pentacles to the Ten of Pentacles. I feel like some of you also, listen, you may have already gone through a divorce, let's just say, or a cutting of ties. But listen, this would have been a pretty committed relationship, at least at one time. And maybe you already cut those ties. This could certainly talk about someone new who's coming in. It can be someone old, but again, someone new who's coming in. I don't know it because this is unexpected. Two of Wands. Well, to me, this is you saying yes. Listen, I just feel like there's some issues that need worked out. Mainly, it's within your thought system, let's say. Now, I feel like someone did break your heart. Even if it's something I wanted to leave, you know, even if like the love has run dry, it still doesn't mean it doesn't hurt, right? Any breakup hurts, even if it's something I want. Anyway, I do feel like, because this energy is here, right? Just Three of Swords, and I feel like the Three of Swords is why we have this self-created prison. I want to protect my heart. But really what I'm doing is I'm somewhat blocking my opportunities. I got to realize the power that I have as a magician. Like, I am the seed planter. I plant the seeds for my life. And if I don't plant a seed, well, then my harvest is going to be pretty dry. But nonetheless, here's this Knight of Cups, unexpected love coming in. Two of Wands right over that. Okay, let's do it. So something happens that breaks this tie. You know what I want to do? Because it is your birthday after all. I want to follow this a little bit more. Again, I don't want you to forget about the Ten of Pentacles, because this is really about abundance, right? Now, it can talk about a couple, a family, you know, who live in this. But it can also be you who's created this abundance for yourself, you know. Like, you can be a single mother or a single father, you know, the breadwinner, but be successful at it. Again, I have to begin it. But once I start moving into it, I feel like here's the payoff. All right, but I want to pick these up. And I just want to follow this Knight a little bit more. Let's use a different deck. Let's look for synchronicities. Alright, we're going to use the Crystal Vision. Let's give it a couple shuffles. And the reason why I'm following this is because, again, this Knight it's something that, you know, I always say we can't plan for, but we can, because, you know, think of the law of attraction. Wherever my vibration is, that's what must meet me. And then the Two of Wands, I think very quickly, it's like very quickly you say yes. You know, I'm not saying like very quickly without... well, this really isn't a thinking card. This is an action card, which is exactly what Mother Mary is calling for. But I still feel like it's a yes to this next journey. All right, one more shuffle. Let's give it a cut, and let's follow this energy. Put them in the middle. All right, well, we have the World, but it is in reverse. We have the Nine of Swords, also in reverse. Now, Nine of Swords, I'm happy to see in reverse. This tells me that, you know, first of all, the Nine of Swords talks about unnecessary worry. It can get to the point in the upright of extreme worry, isolation, depression, all that. But I feel like you broke free from that. You broke free from that. Now the World, I feel like that's why the Hangman was in the last reading, or the last spread. The World being in reverse, you know, it just means that the chapter is here, right? This is about the next chapter, the next pinnacle of your life. The World chapter, to me, I feel like whatever enters in that period is probably staying for the rest of my life, and I feel like that's a good thing. The World is a very spiritual time. It is in reverse, and I feel like that's a little bit of the Hangman, but what came out after that, the Nine of Swords, may be the reason why it was in reverse. You know, first I had to overcome, You know, I had to get out of my head. I had to get out of my head. And you do. And you did. You know, 9 is always about reflection. And it's meant to be the final reflection, right? I take that moment, I reflect back. Why did I get in my head? You know, did someone else cause me to get in my head? But then why did I do that? You know, so I'm just, and you're not judging yourself, you're just knowing yourself. So, you know, and I have to say, you know, I just did a soulmate reading, and it was so beautiful. And, you know, I do feel like certain soulmates, you know, I'm always saying, like, you know, we need to heal ourselves, right? But divine helps with that. But I also feel like as soulmates go, some soulmates do come in and help us, like, heal those last broken little pieces. So I'm not worried about the world being in reverse. I feel like it'll turn around. But let's keep going. We have the 5 of Wands. I don't know why I put that there. Let's do it this way. And then look at this. We have the Wheel. Destiny. Coming right above that 2 of Wands. This tells me that you feel it. That you have a clue. This may be part of my destiny. 5 of Wands here. You know, not a great energy. But I have to tell you, I feel like this is energy that you cleared. Because it is a 5, so it speaks of change. And I feel like, you know, I may have been dealing with someone who was pretty egotistical. You know, me, 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 me. And, you know, when the Wheel shows up, for me, it means like all the experiences that we've seen on the table so far were meant to happen, even the difficult ones. Why? To teach you, so you could learn, so you could grow from it. You know, it's like once you touch a hot stove, you're not going to touch a hot stove again. Sometimes we have to learn the lesson in a hard way. But anyway, here's the Wheel. Well, hello. Okay, those just went flying off the table. Excuse me. Oh, okay. Well. Okay. We have the Unknown card. You know, the Unknown card makes sense with the Knight of Cups because, again, it's unexpected. You know, when I say I can't plan for it, I mean I can't. I don't know exactly when it's coming in, but maybe I trust that it'll come in its right timing. You know, the Unknown card is like the High Priestess, but here things are a little cloudy. Interesting, we have the Unknown card mirrored by the World in reverse. But then look at this. Hello, soulmate. Some of you, I'm telling you, watch that soulmate reading. And the Knight of Cups was in that. The 2 of Cups was in that. Let's bring these up a little bit. Hello, soulmates. Well, look at this. Now we have the High Priestess. Same thing, High Priestess. But this is where my intuition is kind of shut down. This is where the uncertainty makes me nervous. But then, look at this. The High Priestess. This is where the energy is clear. Coming right next to the Soulmate card, right under the Knight of Cups. This means that what you feel, trust. If you start to move into your head, like into a fear-based energy, take it slow. That may be why the 2 is here, right? The 2 of Wands. To me, it's a yes, but it doesn't mean like, boom, I'm rushing through it. So if there is worry, take it slow. The Empress, beautiful. First thing this tells me is all these past experiences we've been talking about that created that that 8 of Swords, a self-created prison, that created that 2 of Swords where I'm blocking my opportunities. Why am I blocking my opportunity in the 2 of Swords? Because there's a blindfold, something maybe I just didn't want to face. But I feel like once I face it, everything changes. You know what I mean? Like sometimes the fear is so much worse than the actual situation will be. The Empress tells me you've learned. The Empress is, don't forget about, we had 2 8 of Pentacles that went into the 10 of Pentacles. She's very creative. She receives epiphany after epiphany after epiphany. But she's learned to take these epiphanies and put them into action. Also the mother figure. Some of you, this may be someone that you're starting a family with. Even if you already have a family. Now, I know that's not everyone. Empress mirrored right now by that 2 of Cups. You can handle this. Trust your intuition as things move along. Go slow if you need to go slow. This is part of your destiny, no doubt. I feel like the fears are slowly going away. I feel like they're going away. And because of that, and because of the actions that you've taken, I feel like this is how you wind up in the Empress's energy. When I think of the Empress, I think of all the queens and all of their journeys, right? Each queen had a different journey that she had to take. And I feel like the Empress has taken them all. And has become wise because of that. Not just, and she's had plenty of times that she's fallen, but she's gotten back up. We have the Knight of Swords. I don't really know if it was in reverse. It was kind of like half and half. Alright, but let's look at this. So the Knight of Swords mirrored by the 2 of Cups. You know what I like? I feel like there's not a whole lot you need to do here. Because I feel like this energy is moving towards you. What's the best thing I can do? I can think about my own vibration, right? In the Empress's energy, who does she manifest back? The Emperor. Now, I don't mean that as an Aries. I just mean as in like-minded, right? About 2 people who have overcome their challenges and then turn around and help others overcome theirs. Whether I do that as a living or it's just naturally part of my energy. And it's funny because I'm thinking of Temperance in the last reading, which is all about divine timing. That makes sense too, right? Because in the world here being in reverse, maybe there's a chance I would block something because of the uncertainty, right? Like, like the universe is going to tell you, you can't know it all. You can't know everything that's going to happen. And you also have to know your power in it, right? Because if you're not planting seeds, then your harvest is going to be dry. If you're planting seeds like the Empress does, plant your seeds of intention and nurture them, then your harvest is going to be plentiful. Okay. I just want to look at, you know, even though the world's in reverse, the Two of Cups, the soulmate is right below it. So what I want to look at is the world. We have the Queen of Cups. Can be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Right? Probably you. This can talk about, you know, normally the Queen of Cups is someone who likes to be in a relationship, likes to have that special person by her side. Also the King of Cups, by the way, you know, in the upright, they're both loving and nurturing. And, you know, I know a lot of Pisces, and I cannot think of one Pisces that I do not love. You know what I mean? Like, I just love their personality. And I'm the opposite. I'm a Virgo, so we're opposites. But boy, do I appreciate what you bring to the table. Oh. Hello, Ace of Cups. So, did we have any question this night was bringing us unexpected love? If we did, here it is. Love. And I feel like in its highest form. Can you open your heart and allow? Wow. Okay. I'm still not ready to end it because I want to look at that justice. Okay, so I feel like there's cutting of ties with someone, whether it was, you know, against your wishes, like, you know, maybe it's something I didn't want to happen, but it happened anyway. I feel like there's just this energy of past imbalance that you need to find again, right? You need to find how to rebalance yourself. You know, to me, justice talks about what's fair and just in your life. When justice shows up in a reading, if it's not speaking about a divorce, and, you know, it could certainly be talking about prior, but really what it's here for is to make you whole again. That's justice's job, to make you whole again. Not better than or less than. Whole. And, you know, I feel like I might be repeating myself, but I feel like, you know, when I look back and reflect, I don't want to look back and be like, oh man, I regret that. I mean, I get that. I've probably said it a million times myself, but the truth is, I feel like what this is saying is all of these experiences, the hard and the easy, the dark and the light, are all part of your soul's seed of intention, all part of your destiny to teach you. What happens? You become the Empress. And I have to tell you, once you have taken on the Empress's energy, it's very hard, if not impossible, for anybody to knock you off of it. The Empress trusts her own energy above all. That's how she measures whether something is right or wrong for her. But I feel like she feels like something is right here. Alright, still not ready to end this. Look at this. So I was looking at the Two of Cups, and we have another night. We have 3 nights. One night is the love. Can't deny that. We have the Ace of Cups right over that. This night, the Knight of Swords, I feel like is communication that's coming toward you. And this night speaks all about passion and desire, but also action. Your very first card. Over the soulmates. Listen, I feel like that world is going to turn around. And I feel like you're going to say yes. I feel like you're going to even if you slowly start moving into this energy, I feel like you will. All right, I'm going to do one more, and this is just anything that I've missed. I'm asking my spirit guides, anything that I've missed that's important, please bring it out right now. Eight of Pentacles again. What I focus on is what I will grow. What I focus on is what I will grow. Some of you may be meeting an unexpected lover through your creative house. Look at that, the Nine of Pentacles. Wow. Okay. I feel like this is twofold. I feel like, number one, this is definitely talking about love. For sure. And it feels like of the highest caliber. Doesn't mean everything's perfect, right? Because we are human. We are imperfect. And shooting for perfection, especially, I know that as a Virgo. That's what we try. But, you know what I mean? It's like, I don't know. But look at this, the Nine of Pentacles. This is successful self-employment. This is a very independent type of energy. This is an energy where you're feeling like, I can take care of myself. Now, I in no way do I feel like that means that I'm saying no to this potential relationship. I feel like this is just saying you are standing strong after what may have been a difficult time. Listen, I had a horrible January, and I don't think I'm alone. I don't know what was going up in the sky, but I think it had some effect on us. But I also feel things are changing. Success, independence, being able to take care of oneself, doing what you love. Put the focus in. Start that page. It's like if I'm writing a book, I just need to start that first page. And I feel like with the Empress and the Nine of Pentacles over her, epiphanies. Like epiphanies. And I'm just writing them down. Okay. I think I'm going to leave it there. But I do want to read action, because it's come up so many times in this reading. I feel like we need to know. Action. First card. Or first, yeah. Mother Mary sends you this gentle reminder that sometimes you must take human action in order for your prayers to be answered. Such is the case with your current situation, where you may have disregarded or procrastinated working on a priority. Mother Mary is compassionate and understands that you've got multiple responsibilities demanding your time and attention. Even so, this is a case where things will stay at a standstill until you take steps in your desired direction. To clarify which steps to take, sit quietly. We got that card, quiet. Sit quietly and interview your heart with these questions. What is most important to me? How much time do I devote to these priorities? What can I do right now to support them? Notice the thoughts and feelings that arise, because these are part of the answers to your prayers. Then ask Mother Mary and the angels to boost your motivation and confidence to take these action steps. Wow. Amen. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it there. Maybe unexpected love is coming in for your birthday. Maybe. Listen, it's coming. When? Well, you know, then I'm seeing this Knight of Wands. To me, a Knight of Wands is fast-moving energy. Can make your head spin. But it all feels good. Like love. But also success. Some of you may be writing about love. I don't know why I keep picking up like I'm seeing someone writing a book. Alright, I'm going to leave it there, guys. I love you. I thank you. I will see you next time at our table. Bye-bye.